Today I'm going to show you one of the simplest and easiest rules that you can implement in your trading to be less emotional, give yourself some time, and at the end of the day, lose less money. Jumping into the chart here, we need to identify a couple of things that I do and potentially you do, and that's why you're here, as traders that, can be very, very detrimental to our trading account. So let's say we're trading in here and we have this thing rolling over, right? So we were looking for longs, yada, yada, yada. We're looking for the bounce and we're kind of married to the bounce, right? How many times have you been married to the bounce and you're looking for this thing to bounce, right? SFP, golden pocket, retest of previous lows, and you're looking constantly for this thing to bounce. So you're married to this trade. Now, one of the things that I find is whenever you're trying to take this trade setup and you're constantly biased to the upside, and which is fine, and sometimes it can be paid. However, it can be detrimental in the sense that you're looking for the golden pocket bounce here, right? Then you're looking for the SFP bounce here. And the whole time, you should have been short. You should have been selling, right? How many times? Come on. How many times has this happened to you? It's happened to me a million times where I'm like, okay, this has to bounce. This has to bounce. This has to bounce. This has to bounce. And by the end of it, it's all done, right? So it's all done. It's just continuing to roll over. So one of the things that I have implemented, right, when I get married to a trade, because this is happening quite quickly, right? This is intraday trading. So you can see, obviously, this is starting at 8 a.m. and all the way down to about noon the next day. And we're rolling over. And if you're married to that bounce, right, you're not going to catch the big move, right? You should be somewhere in here flipping short and trying to rotate down. Now, one thing that I have found that you implement is called a beautiful, beautiful stop clock. In basketball, how they have 24 seconds to shoot the ball? Well, this is something that's in the opposite thing. So it doesn't make you shoot. It doesn't make you enter a trade. It stops you from taking a trade within that time frame. So implementing a shot clock or a trade clock is going to help you immensely. Okay, this is a rule that you can implement right away. Okay, so how many times have you just entered the long, got stopped out? Entered the long, stopped out. Let me know down below. Enter a message saying stopped out. Put in stop out. We'll do a giveaway during a live stream this week. Remind me, please. But how many times, right? Stopped out, stopped out, stopped out, stopped out, stopped out. And by the end of it, you're exhausted, right? Your long bias might be correct if you had just waited, right? If you had just waited for maybe this thing to roll over and bounce here, your long bias would have succeeded. If you just waited and waited for it to bounce here, right? You just waited and waited for it to bounce here. You would have caught the long eventually. But by the time you get to this area, you're absolutely exhausted. Your mental fortitude is gone, right? So for me, getting stopped out over and over again is not acceptable. What is acceptable is implementing a rule like a shot clock that gives you a time between trades. So what you do is you have a time. You enter the trade, you get stopped out. Let's say it's 7 o'clock. Okay, so I'm not taking a trade till 7:05, right? I'm not taking a trade till 10 after. I'm going to let it bake a little bit because clearly I'm not seeing it right. And this is implemented right away. So for me, having that buffer between trades is going to allow me to have clarity, right? It's going to allow me to zoom out and maybe look at the charts this way, do some analysis, right? Be like, okay, we didn't, make a higher high here. We just SFP'd the high here and we have mitigated the low now. Now I'm looking for retest continuation down and maybe my bias changes and I can jump on the trend down. Okay, it gives me clarity, which also gives me mental fortitude because I'm not just jumping in and out of trades married to that idea. It stops me from being married to an idea and it lets me be objective and contrarian to what's going on in the charts. This is vital, okay? I have been caught so many times where I'm just like, oh man, this has to bounce from here. Oh man, this is the local golden pocket. Oh, this is a key area, but the trend doesn't care. The trend is your friend, right? If it's going to keep pumping here, if you're trying to get short against this uptrend, you're getting wrecked, right? But when we get bearish divergence and maybe a mitigation of the low in the next half an hour, I can be looking for shorts like this, right? It lets me breathe, which is so important in trading. Hopefully this rule helps you implement it in your trading, and I'll see you guys on the live stream.